Good morning, buen dia. So we are in the master breath. And this very, very steady breath, over time, in its steadiness, allowing us to come into direct contact with the aspect of ourselves that's so steady. That we can have a day and a sense of ourselves that goes up and down and in and out, and I'm good at this is going well, but then this is falling apart. And yet there's something inside all of that that's much stronger, much clearer, much less involved in the up and the down. And so this master breath allows that outer breath to be moving and be moving and be moving, and for us to find the steadiness inside of it. And to let it slowly walk up the aspects of our body and open these upper gates of inspiration. So day 17, we'll be going 1.5 minutes in each pose. We'll use the first 25 minutes to warm up. So find your seat, rub your palms, sitting tall. We tune ourselves in. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, all that holds me and heals me and guides me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me that knows me and holds me and heals me. Tune into this. Inhale 3 times. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your wrists and roll your shoulders. Hey Sue, come here. And if the camera tips over, it's because the cat thought you were wonderful and wanted to rub her head against you. So your heels are under your knees and you start a great circle. You start a great circle, rolling in a circle. Inhale across the front and exhale across the back. And you close your eyes and you come into the familiar home of your body. That all morning you may have been in your thoughts. And for now, let's come back to the body. The front and the back and the left and the right and the corners and the center. All the space in between. And then just reverse. Good morning, and welcome to your practice and welcome to your body. Good. And pause at the center. And hands on your shins. Coming forward, going back. Inhaling, exhaling. moving from the low belly, forward and back. And from that movement, initiated in the hips and in the tail, let the heart simply follow along, widening your hands to the fronts of your knees, letting your solar plexus move forward and back. Five, 4, 3, 2. Pause tall and just inhale right to the top and add 3 sips in. Tucking your chin, sit tall and holding the breath in. Give it a little shimmy, a little loosening as though you could shake everything up a little higher, higher. And lifting your chin, breathing out, going wide with the breath in your mind. The space around you, the space within you. Sitting taller, sitting more freely, fingertips to your shoulders, turning left and turning right. Inhaling left and exhaling right. And keep rising up. Lifting the navel up out of the seat. Lifting the heart up out of the navel. Reaching the top of your head up out of the heart. And revolve from there, from that height. That this physical height changes us, a different vantage point. We see the higher aspects of ourselves. We step up out of the place that feels like it's being victimized or attacked or blamed. I definitely got into that space this morning, and instead I can rise up and say, how do I choose to respond? How is this moment serving me? And it did. And I didn't react and I didn't blame. And it ran through my mind, but I didn't let it out my mouth. And now I can let it out my body. I don't need to hold it in. But I also didn't need to say it aloud. And by not saying it aloud, I had a fantastic exchange. My kid's dad changing plans. And we could help each other without blame. Inhale left, exhale right. This is a very real practice. This isn't for the next life. This is for now. And for now. Again and again. Your elbows are raised over your wrists. You're rolling open through the chest. You're anchoring down through the navel. Navel back to the spine. Seat through the floor. You're rooted and solid, and from that root, reach tall. Interlace your fingers pointing up, cross your thumbs. Inhale left, exhale right, and get quicker. And get more powerful. How many times today did you cut your power short so that no one would be offended or take issue with you? Go up, rise up, all that you are, free and tall. X, 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 X. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find the center. Inhale up. Lift your chin. 3 more. Tuck your chin. Now a little wriggle. And gathering the pelvic floor like a drawstring. Gather it up. And up to your fingertips. To lift your chin, to breathe out. Now go wide with the arms and wide with the breath and wide with your awareness. I am this. I am this, taller, brighter, fuller, freer. And if what you have is 10 minutes today, then that was a tremendous use of it. May it serve your practice well. Otherwise, come to hands and knees. So we go into the asana, into the more physical body. Now we could just start out by waking our awareness there, and now Wake the body. Child's pose. So hips back, heels back, arms out long. And on your inhale, rise up. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Start to find that movement. Inhaling knees to the floor, exhaling hips back. And maybe yours is quick and powerful. Awesome. Maybe yours is sweet and tender and light. Awesome. So as we start to allow ourselves to move as we need to move as we feel, we can use the body as a means of articulating our feelings, of speaking out. How am I? How am I? What do I want? How do I want to move? How does it serve me? Going 3. I'm going 2. Good. And you'll stay in your dog the next time that you're there, and you'll walk your dog one knee and then the other. And you'll find the outer ribs and the outer shoulders and the outer hip. Open the balls of your feet and the arch of your feet, and how that wags your tail and shifts your navel side to side. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Put your left knee to the floor and add a block beneath your left hand. So your left hand is wide and your right toes turn out. And now you have a great circle. Moving into your body. Moving the fluids of your body. Pressing into your heel, letting your toes rise up and back, bending your knee deeply, rolling through the chest and through the hand. For 2. And for 1. Hips forward and back. Keep your right arm beside your right ear. And let this get a little deeper into the low body, into the outer hip and outer waist. And then bending your right knee, draw your hips forward, your heart wide, and lift your back knee. Revolve left hip under right. Stand in your back heel. Press down into the left thumb. Open and close your right hand, so that from your left heel to your right hand, one long sweet line. And then set down to change. Placing the block on the right side. Shift back, child's pose, hands, knees, down dog 3 times. Find neutral. Notice the difference right side, left side. Notice the difference in your breathing. That as your physical body starts to make some space, the breath body will take up more space. The breath gets bigger. We meet in dog. So that our breath can express our capacity to choose, our capacity for living, capacity to express ourselves gets bigger. Left foot steps outside the left hand, right knee down. Left toes turn out to the left, and your hand comes onto your block. So right hand down, left hand big, back circles. Inhaling, open. Exhaling back. And it's an exploration. Where will my shoulder go today? Where will my hip and my knee and my back go today? Keep your left arm beside your ear and let your hips move forward and back. How willing am I today? How much of yesterday is still lodged in my body? Bending your left knee, pause. Press your right thumb base into the floor. Lift your right knee. Revolve right hip under left. Look up. Open and close your left hand to a fist and reach from your left fingertips to your right heel. Setting down. And again, 3. Down dog. Child's pose. Through the middle. Use the movement to the child and to the dog, even opening your mouth, to really flush out what you've shifted in that movement. And then pause in your dog. A little walk, a slow bend, a slow press. Bring yourself gently, kindly, fully to stillness. Press down into the base of your thumbs and wrap your outer arms back towards your heart. Open your armpits and lengthen through the low back. Good. Bring your knees down and set a block between your heels, just to open the chest and the arms and the shoulders a little more. If you need, put 2 blocks so that you feel safe in kneeling. If you need to, sit on a chair. Interlace your fingers, press away. Sweep your hands up high, open your chest. Now hands forward, round and round and round your back. And a little wag of the tail. We're going to stay a moment. Little wag of the tail, tuck of the chin, press of the hands. Deep breathing. Little side to side. Tuck of the chin more. Press the palms, tuck of the chin more. Drop yourself back. Draw your knuckles to your heart. This is exhale. Press your hands out, heart up, hands up. This is inhale. And put it together. Exhaling in. Inhaling up. And its purpose, opening and spreading the ribs of the back body and then the front. Using the hands as a means of building capacity in your chest and in your spine. And as you make some space, it may quicken for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your thighs, staying tall, spine at neutral. Notice the change, especially across the front chest, collarbones, right from the sternum, around your ribs. You're tall. And then the right hand up and behind you and back to the thigh. And the left hand up and around and back to the thigh. And so that we start this great, strong circle. Then you could open from the base, the notch of your throat, between your collarbones, over to the right side shoulder, all the way out the fingertips, the sides of the neck. 3, 2, good. Take your right hand around, pausing, left hand around, left under right, and the left hand holds the right wrist, the right makes a fist. Elbows up, elbows up, elbows up, chin in. Elbows up, as though setting your fist on the ceiling. Broaden through the tops of your shoulders. And allow from the base of your skull down through the back of your neck. And tuck your chin. And tuck your chin, and tuck your chin, and tuck your chin. And drop your elbows into your belly and drop your knuckles towards your knees. Tuck your chin and round in. And great full breaths to open the upper back. Then side to side. Staying curled in, just move your fists. A little left, a little right. And feel up underneath the shoulder blades, along the sides of the spine. Come to the center. And rise up, and up, and up. Lift your chin, lift your elbows, lift your chin, lift your heart. And release your hands and your arms to your thighs, hands down. Notice. Big back strokes, find neutral. Go slowly, be tender. Good morning. Finding your way into the movement of the body. starting at this physical level. The left arm will stay out, the right arm will circle under, and you hold. Left hand holds right, left hand fist, elbows up. Close your eyes and deepen your breath. Be calm here. Tuck of the chin, the elbows up, broadening across the tops of your shoulders, even a little wag of the elbows. So that the top of the shoulders are as broad as possible when you begin to fold. And tuck of the chin first, elbows to the solar plexus second, rounding from there, drawing the fist towards your knees. Tuck your chin more. So your knuckles point forward, your knees point forward, top of your head points forward, now side to side. Oh, all the way along the muscles of the spine, which hold us, keeping our back strong, allowing our front to be soft. Strong back, soft front, but not too strong. Center, not rigid. Rise. Elbows up, heart up, chin up, elbows, chin, and releasing hands to thighs to notice, to be changed. So that we don't go back to the way we were. We take the time to let it become new and let the new become normal. Let the normal become neutral. Down dog. And just feel the space you've made, a last few walks of the feet. And the walks of the feet allow a turn of the chin, allow an opening through the sides of the shoulders, and then just the fullest, most beautiful expression of your dog. Base of your thumb down, outer shoulders wrap back, armpits long, space in your heart. Little wag of the tail. Fold your blanket in half, front to back, and build yourself a seat. If being seated on your mat isn't the best plan for you, then sit on the edge of a chair with your feet flat underneath your knees and your heart high. And just a little bit side to side. Just a little bit side to side. So that you bring it from the outer seat through the outer shoulder, and that helps us hold opposite elbows and a little wriggle. And just stay. Elbows press into your hands. Hands hold the frame. And the frame of your arms creates a frame in your heart. And the frame of your heart becomes wider, larger, fuller than the frame in your hands. And side to side. Using these last moments to really establish how your seat holds your breath. So we can have tension in the outer hips, and this movement of the shoulders is opening the outer hip and the low back as much as it's opening the ribs and the shoulders. So come back up, hold your frame, and now change the opposite hand on top and a little wriggle. Go up. Elbow points up, seat down. Try to draw your elbows a little wider. And in that widening, drop the shoulders down the back. The navel drops to the spine. And find that little trembling frame. Elbows trying to widen. And as the elbows widen, the heart space widens. And it all comes down. And you notice the seat you've built. Thank you and hello. Notice this. Anything sticky that needs a circle, that needs a last stretch, that needs an adjustment. If you find you can't sit with your heart high, shake out your legs, try the opposite cross, or hop up onto a chair. Right? What's the seat of today? Palms together. We settle into the breath here. 1.5 minutes in each posture. Heels of your hands pressed together, thumbs to the sternum, the thumbs lift the heart, the chin tucks, the back of the neck, the backs of the shoulders wide. Open your mouth, a whisper of ha. Pulse of the breath, the pulse of the belly. Close your mouth, close your eyes. Same breath, out the nose. Seal the heels of your hands to draw the tops of your shoulders down, to draw your navel back. And let your breath be steady. And if you've been familiar and steady with the practice, let the breath get a little stronger and easier. So the exhalation gets a little clearer, crisper, and the inhalation becomes even easier. No effort in the breath, like you were dribbling a basketball. Five, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, chin up. 3 sips more. Tuck your chin, press, and pulse the pelvic floor. Gather, release, gather, release. Gather to pause, 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 pause. Chin up. Breath out, hands down. Notice. Be curious. Left palm facing away, the height of your heart, thumb down. Right hand facing you, thumb up. Clasp your hands and fold your thumbs down. Out the mouth. Close the mouth, out the nose, close the eyes. Your hands are the height of your heart. Put a little tug at the elbows. Feeling the back of the neck long and tall, the navel back, and the diaphragm free and clear. Five, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, chin up. 3 sips. So tuck your chin. A little tug on the elbows, heart up, chin in, pulse the pelvic floor, gather, release, gather, release, gather and pause, gathering up to the navel, up to the heart, chin up, breath out, let go. And 3 natural breaths. Be changed. How is your posture changing? Allow your chest and arms to relax. What happens? This bear grip is building the posterior chain, the strength of the erector spinae that go along the sides of your spine. Left palm faces forward, right hand faces you. Clasp your fingers, fold your thumbs. Hands are the height of your throat. So a little tug of the elbows, feel the shoulder blades gather in behind you. Use that. Open your mouth. Out the mouth. Close the mouth, close the eyes, steady breath, 1.5 minutes. Elbows wide, heart up, a little tug on the elbows. Feel the structure. 10, 9, 8. Inhale, chin up, 3 sips, fill to the top. And then tuck your chin and lightly pull the elbows. Heart draws up, pulse the pelvic floor, gathering up and letting go. Gathering up and letting go, gathering up to pause and keep it up to the navel, up to the heart, up to the throat, to chin up, breath out, natural breathing. Let the breath go anywhere it needs to. Really noticing this moment, total freedom, freedom in your body, in your mind, in your opinions, in your planning, in the outcome. The jaw is free, the expression is free, the arms and fingers are free. The space in between is as important as the action. Left palm faces forward, right palm facing you, clasp the hands, fold the fingers. Now, perhaps you take it to the forehead center, or if your shoulders allow, elbows back, elbows bent, hands float over the crown. And a little tug of the elbows, feel your shoulder blades engage, free the neck, wriggle your body. What needs to happen so that this shape feels strong and steady? Out the mouth. Close the mouth, out the nose, steady breath. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. 3 sips. Tuck your chin, pause, rise up, pulse the pelvic floor. Gather, release. Gather, release. Gather and pause up to the navel, up to the heart, up to the throat, up to the top of your head, up beyond the crown of the head, chin up, breath out, and widening, palms face the ceiling, bend your elbows, turn your hands open as though catching the rain. Long, steady breathing. The thumbs pointing back, the chest broad, the seat steady without any holding. If you need to shake out your legs, let them go. That breath is a purifying breath, a clarifying breath. And as you pause here, that what you arrive at is the self. An authenticity, unhurried, unashamed, beautiful, and dignified. Let the breath become smooth and steady. No force, not in the breath and not in the body. You are at ease and you're building your capacity internally. Building your capacity to tolerate the beauty of yourself. To hold that tolerating the beauty of yourself a little more. The daring idea that you are a holy, splendid being. Sometimes we are unable to sustain that, understanding ourselves as splendid. 3, soak it in, every crumb. 2, and your hands return to your thighs, and the body is at ease. 3, natural, curious, receptive breaths. I am this. I am this. Bring your palms together. Put your thumbs to your heart. Lift your sternum, tuck your chin, a little pressure in the hands. Feel the structure of your shoulders. And open the mouth. And close the mouth and out the nose and close the eyes. And let your attention rest right at your navel point. Keep the breath and bring your attention up to rest at the midbrain. Five, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. 3 sips. Tuck your chin hard up. Little wriggle. Pulse the pelvic floor. Gather, release. Gather, release. Gather. Up, 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 up. And let it all go. And natural breathing. Anywhere, any way, keep letting go. Keep letting go of the way you arrived. Keep letting go of what you expected to happen here. Of who you expected yourself to be today. Keep letting go. There is a plan in this world that holds you, that you can trust falling into that plan will unfold you in ways that you alone can't imagine. So let go of what you imagine of yourself and fall into that plan. Because you are the plan. And you are the self that creates the plan. And you are the self that receives the plan. All of it, all of it, all of it. And roll your shoulders and move it around. Like you were doing a dog paddle. Roll the shoulders. Like you were digging a little hole in the sand. Perfect. So that can be a great place to be. Just move it through you. Move out of you preconception. Move out of you rigidity and assumption. Move out of you harm and victimhood. And just move the physical body. Maybe it gets bigger and you find this pranic swim. So wherever you go, steady it out. It can get larger and smaller as we go, but open your mouth and go with a ha. Close your mouth, out the nose, steady breath. Yours might be slower than mine, and that would be perfect, because I am not you. You should not have my breath, and I should not have your movement. So get in, and then stay in, and keep adjusting the ease and the fluidity of your action. Keep adjusting for what you're making, what you're becoming, and keep the breath nice and steady. And in the midst of all of it is a stillness right there. Realign, find the center of it, stay right there, and stay in the breath. Two minutes to go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, chin up. Tuck your chin, pulse the pelvic floor. Pulse, release, pulse, release, pulse and keep to the navel, up to the heart, up to the throat, up to the crown. Soften the effort. Breathe out the top of your head, let it go. Come undone. And reside in that fresh place that has no plans or expectations. Let it just show you. You have an inner direction if you choose to trust it. Palms together, lastly, very softly. Palms together, thumbs to the heart, heart up, chin in. Out the mouth, so soft. Finish it out, a benediction. Close your mouth, out the nose. Three, 2, inhale, 3 sips. Tuck your chin, pause, press. Chin up, breath out, hands to thighs, 3 natural, free breaths. Where will you go in all this inner freedom? Go, go, go. Just the sensation. No constraint of time or money. No family ties. Just the sensation of freedom. This freedom is individual to each of us. The sensation of freedom is like a thumbprint. Each of us has our own frequency. And in it is the instruction that says the action you take that feels like this is yours. The action that feels like freedom to you, that is your path, your dharma, your compass. You may stay seated or lie back. We'll rest today. 6 minutes of Shavasana. So set yourself up with any kind of support. I love the blanket underneath me, under the back of my head, under the backs of my hips. Always adding an extra cat toy for good measure. If you don't have a bolster, then you place the blocks underneath the meat of your calves so that the low back can lengthen and release. And you settle. Into that sensation of freedom. The more familiar that it becomes to you, then you can find it in other areas of your life and know, that's my path. That's my path. Deepening your breathing. Stay longer if you can, until as you're ready you walk your feet in. Without bringing with you any rigidity or expectations, leaving that on the mat. Roll yourself up and find your seat. Take your time. So that as you arrive, you sweep wide. And you let it lift you up. And then you gather it together and bring it to the forehead center. And it's here that we settle in. Long sat, short nam, I am this. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Thank you for your practice, for every day that you come here, because you are arriving in the authenticity of yourself. You're using that quick, steady breath to come to terms with a steadiness that exists inside of you at all times, and that helps every relation you have. It changes the way that you take change at a register, the way you stand in line at the post office, the way you move through a traffic light, the way that you greet your child in the morning, the way that you hug me hello as I meet you in the day. You in self-mastery, you are a great, radiant, generous being. So thank you for your time here. If the practice serves you, use it well. It's $20 to drop in. It's $100 to be able to just see all the classes all month long. If it has value, then pay it back. MarthaMcAlpin.com/payment makes it easy. And if you do sign up and create a recurring payment per month, then I will send you the link to a little practice for when you don't have enough time. You don't quite have enough time to do all of this. You can still find this state. But that's just a little gift to say thank you for the value you've put to this work together. So I will see you on Thursday to go further. Replay today, tomorrow, and I will be back live Thursday noon. Satnam.